We had 230 applications, and at first we narrowed them down to about 88. We came here, we stayed every day 12 hours here, and we narrowed from 88 to 52. And we talked extensively, so we really got a sense of those composers. We then created a group of about 21, and those 21 we listened again, even with more time, and then while we were listening, each person gave a kind of, we call it the heart system. We then collected all the hearts, and it was very, very clear, the people that were in the first row, the 10 people, and we talk about how to deal with the people we have found to be the winners. That was our process.
Saad, Haddad. The piece is Arua, and this was a piece which struck me immediately by the melodic quality. There are not many pieces who use melody in this sense. The second thing which struck me was the harmony, based on microtones. It was a very calm piece. Also, this was also rather exceptional. A very calm piece with its own calm pace, which is really taking time to tell. That's another thing which I liked very much.
It's a piece of Zara Ali, Behave, that's the title, and it's really kind of behaving on stage also, because it's a little bit performatic piece. She's very aware of how she's playing with these elements, that there is a good structure, good shape, also nice colors chosen with this playing with these elements. The idea is quite clear, and also musically it's well done, and also I like the connection between electronic and instruments, and how the electronics is influenced for the performatic elements. Yeah, I think this is kind of a nice collaboration between these elements, musical element and performatic element.
Artun Çekem, a Turkish composer who studied in Bilkent and is now a candidate in Columbia University. Yeah. This music is wild and untamed. It's a kind of a strange ceremony which changes the border of where it happens, or the bandwidth in which it happens constantly. There are many voices, there are sometimes focus on a singular sound. It's a large space with points of focus. And I really like the strangeness of it and the control that it has over time. It's a piece which is felt in time. It's really like he's listening.
Drape of Aya Yoshida, and the piece is a solo for violin, which is extremely well played. The piece is very virtuoso, but it's even played more virtuoso. Beautiful piece, and what I also like in the piece that the player is also using his voice or his breath on the same time while he's playing, so that gives a kind of extra dimension.
The piece Bricolage, which was written by Uri Kochavi, who is an Israeli composer. And this piece we chose for its musical imagination, really a fantasy of sound, the shaping of small sounds and big sounds, a kind of a musical invention and temporal refinement together with that, as well as his risk-taking, putting everything in question in unpredictable ways.